He said he heard the Daee saying that there are 1,000, he can list 1,000 things that Allah cannot do. So he's asking, is this blasphemous? And should we continue to listen to this Daee or not? First of all, there are things that we should be very selective when talking. So, for example, the Arabs say, though it's true, but the words describing it is not. They say that if you say that this sword is sharper and more effective than a stick, you would be humiliating the sword. You can't compare this to that. Though it's true, it's more sharp, it's sharper and it's more effective and stronger. It does more harm. But when you compare this to that, you are discrediting the sword. Likewise, when you say Allah Azza wa Jal cannot be unjust, cannot be unfair, Allah Azza wa Jal cannot create another God. All of these things are known by default, by the description of Allah Azza wa Jal. You saying, I know 1,000 things that Allah cannot do, what is understood from it for someone who did not listen to what you've said in the beginning and and he did not listen to what you will explain and say at the end? If one misquotes you by saying, I know 1,000 things that Allah cannot do, they would say, oh, this guy thinks that if Allah can't do 1,000 things, then he's not a real God. Then he's incapable, blah, blah. They didn't cut your heart to look what's inside of it. They did not know that you love Allah Azza wa Jal and you honor Allah, that you respect Allah and you call people to Allah, that you would never in 1,000 years think to discredit Allah or to dishonor Allah or to mention anything bad about Allah. But this is what people perceive, especially those who have illness in their hearts. When people want to discredit you, they will find any word, they'll highlight it, put it in font, bold font. They will do everything to tarnish your reputation. So you have to be very careful. So the way it was said, definitely it is not appropriate and it's not accepted. Is it kufr? No, of course not. It's not kufr. Definitely it's not kufr. And we can't jump to conclusions by quoting people one phrase and say, oh, kufr, because we can give kufr to everybody, takfir to everybody. But this is the trend of the Khawarij, who jump the gun. Anything you say, kufr, takfir. And they make everybody taghut. And they take everybody out of the fold of Islam. This is not the way of Ahlul Sunnah wal Jama'ah. And Allah knows best.